السلام عليكم يا استاذ ادوار.
يا مرحبا بك، ان شاء الله انت كويس.
كيف انت؟ ان شاء الله تمام.
والله انا كويس الحمد لله.
الحمد لله. انا بس ما اخذ من زمنك كثير. انا كنت جاي بس داير اقول كلمه معين وكلمه واحد للشعب الجنوبي.
يس.
وانا قبل شويه كنت خشيت في لايف، ما اعرف انت قاعد في لايف، وطلبت منك كان وطلبت من الاخت تريزا انه المدام الرئيس جاء وعمل حاجه كويس وتفادى انه يكون في مشاكل. ده بدايه بتاع طريق كويس، انه بودي الناس لقدام، وان شاء الله باقي الامور الثانيه دي تيجي بالراحه بالراحه، وناس يلقوا نمشي في مسار السلام. فانا جاي هنا بمواصفه كمواطن جنوبي، مواطن سوداني، اقول للسيد الرئيس ميارديت شكرا لك انك انت راجعت وعملت خطوه كويس وتفاديت دماء للشعب بتاعك يموتوا. وده حاجه كويسه. الواحد لما يعمل حاجه كويسه الناس يدوا شكرا بتاعه. الزول لما يعمل حاجه كويسه الخطوه عمله ده كويس، الناس يعملوا له شكرا بتاعه كويس. وده كويس. انت كنت هنا انت جيت برضه اديت شكر بتاعك. انا ما سمعت طبعا يا بيت خاشي يا دوب. انت لو اديت شكر بتاعك للرئيس برضه ده حاجه كويس منك. الزول لو عمل حاجه كويس يدوه شكرا بتاعه في حاجه الكويس ده كويس.
اسمع سولي، انت سامعني يا سولي؟
انا سامعك عايز فتفضل
يا
معلش.
انا لما بديت انا ما شكرتها، انا رحبت بقرار لانه الرئيس كير هو اصدر القرار ده. انت معي؟ اني لا كجنوبيين لازم نميز نفرق. هو اللي اصدر القرار ده ودخل البلد في المعمعة الموجود فوق. هو الان يتراجع قراره، بنراهب بقرار. ويلكم ذا ديسيشن. ويلكم.
ايوه فانا ما قصدي لك مثلا. انا ما قلت لك، انا زي ما قلت لك، انا قلت لك انا جيت يا دوب خاشي، ما كنت متابعك من الاول لان
يا
كنت ام دون ماي اون لايف اوفر ذير، وكنت قدمت الشكر بتاعي. انا قلت مثلا لو انت شكرت الرئيس برضه ده حاجه كويس. الزول لو عمل حاجه كويس زي ده كويس كويس. الخلاف الفات ده هنا المهم هو ده
انت
حاجه لو عمله كان غلط وهو عدى العتر بتصلح المشيه
مش
وهو
يا
صلح المشيه بتاعه. ده حاجه جاب شنو بيجيب سلام بين الناس.
يس
وفيها تعقدات كان كتير ده، في حاجات بنقص بعد كده الناس
يس
بتمشي لقدام بيشوفوا الحاجه الكويس.
بالضبط.
فعشان كده انا جيت بس كمواطن سوداني بس اقول للسيد الرئيس شكرا لك. وان شاء الله ربنا يخش ويوسع له في عقله كمان ويشوف باقي المشاكل الباقي ده ويحلوه بالراحه بالراحه. ده انا بس جاي اقول للسيد الرئيس شكرا بتاعه. ومعلش يعني انا ما دار اشيل اي زول، لكن كنت دار اشيل الفاتحه لناس ليك ستيت عشان هم ما جو وكان يطلعوا في الميديا زي ما كل يوم بدقوا الطبل لتيريتو. المفروض برضه يجي يقولوا مع مشجعين السيد الرئيس كل يوم. المفروض الليله برضه يجي يقول يا سيد الرئيس بنحترم قرارك وشكرا لك وانت فاديت كده وكده. لكن ما بزول داير يجي. يعني لما يكون في حاجه بيجيب مشاكل ناس دايرينه. لكن لما الزول ده مشى راجع وجاب حاجه، جاب قرار الكويس عشان شنو؟ الدم بتاع الشعب السوداني اللي بيموت كل يوم ده كويس الناس يتفادوا. وان شاء الله برضه اخوان في المعارضه يراجعوا كمان، يكون في تنازلات من هنا ومن هنا عشان العمليه تمشي لقدام، لانه في النهايه ده الشعب بتاعنا اللي قاعدين يموتوا ده حنا التعبانين في الجنوب هناك. وده كلمتي لك كله، وشكرا لك وشكرا للمستمعين. وخلينا نبشروا بالخير اللي قدام يا جماعه. الفاد مات وناس كده يشوفوا من المنتين ستيت ده الاختلافات الباقيين ده ممكن بالراحه بالراحه الناس بتمشي فوقه خطوه خطوه بعد الحكومه تتكون. مثلا على الجبل اللي كان كبير قدامنا ده، الجبل ده ما كسروا الجبل اللي عدو، لكنهم كسروا الجبل اللي كان قدامنا بتاع 38 ولايه ده كسروا. وناس لسه ماشيين في العشره بلاس المخترع بتاع الاثنين بتاعنا وابيا اريا. دي حاجات بقى الناس تتناقش. الجريمه الكبير ده اتحلت من رقبتنا الظاهر كده يعني.
نعم.
وشكرا لك يا استاذ ادوار. وانا بكون مستمع وادي فرصه للناس الباقيين.
والله اخوي سولي، خليني اشكرك. دائما يعني مواقفك جيده جدا وواضحه، تزول واضح. وانا بشكرك انه فتحت قلبك وبجد زي ما انت قلت وانا قلت قبل. we need to move forward كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. we need to rebuild our unity again. الحصل يا جماعه ما بيوقفنا وما بيخلينا هنا كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان will not come together. رجعنا برا العشر ولايات، بعض القضايا الثانيه دي هنا بنعالجها كشعب من دون احساس بتاع انه انت فلان وانت فلان. المشاكل الصغيره هنا نعيشه، لكن دايرين ناخذ انه ما في زول يخاف من اخوه الثاني، كلنا جنوبين. وانا هنا الناس قاعدين برضه في خارج بيهوب انه اللقاء الجاي بين الكير ورياض مشار القضايا الامنيه، الناس دي تعالج القضايا الامنيه، المفاوضات الماشيه في روما تصل بنتائج مخاطبه بتاع الجذور، بعد ذاك بيكون في سلام حقيقي في جنوب السودان والناس تمشي للتحول الديمقراطي. شكرا لك وكلنا need to move forward. الجنوبين البلد بتاعنا كلنا ما بلد بتاع زول. بلد اللي 64 قبيله بلس لو بقى في قبائل ثانيه في جنوب بلس ده الوطن بتاعنا. ويقول انت عندك حر تقعد في اي ولايه زي ما انت هسه قاعد تقعد في اي ولايه في امريكا هنا تموف تمشي بس تلتزم بالقانون بتاع الولايه المعنيه. شكرا لك وانت دائما يعني زول شجاع وقرارك واضح. وبالمناسبه انت شجاع زي الرئيس كير. شكرا لك.
السلام عليكم يا جماعه.
عليكم السلام.
اسمع one more time.
انا ثلاثه هو
اي سلامات.
مرحبا لك باشمهندس دومينيك. ونحن طبعا في اللحظه التاريخيه وقرار مهم واحده من النقاط we fought for it. so انا زي ما انا قلت قبل انا ما اقدر اقول لاي زول مبروك ده محزوم وده منتصر. المنتصر هو الشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. الفايز هو المواطنين بتاع جنوب السودان وليس المعارضه وكذلك ليس حكومه. انا كلام ده انا قصده انه ما لا حكومه فايز ولا معارضه ولا في زول. المنتصر شعب بتاع جنوب السودان انه هيلقى الاستقرار هيلقى الطمانينه. الناس دي هترجع للمناطق. مرحبا بك باشمهندس تفضل فرصه.
I'm waiting to join the video.
دقيقه الناس التانيين يا اخواننا الناس الدايرين يدخلوا those are requesting the link. The link is down there. I'm sending the link down. انت في اللايف يا دومينيك انت فوق.
Okay, thank you.
You said where are you
waiting to join the live, so I'm waiting. And let me wait.
Yeah, مرحبا بك. No, it already you joined before Suli go. You are here.
Okay, shukran, my brother. Let me thank you. Let me say hi to the viewers of the Voice of People Forum. Indeed, I agree with you very much on most of your narratives. My brother, since this afternoon we've been talking on these pertinent issues.
Yeah.
I think, like I said many a time, that we need to give due respect where it deserves. We have to say to the president that at least you did one thing that is good, and that at least you were able to listen to the voices of reasoning, because this is what we've been talking at least for the last couple of years, that indeed this degree has not yet, it's not just a degree that has stopped an agreement, put a stumbling block, but it has actually polarized the nation, and it has actually divided the people of South Sudan more and more. So this annal of the degree also proved to us that you are not Charles Taylor. When you say something, you go and then you will do it. I was listening in Juba that the people are very happy. Not only the people in the POCs, but also the people that are living in within the Juba town.
Yes.
They were very happy because of one particular hope, and that this animal called 32 state, which was actually there in the bush terrorizing, the hunters from going to do their hunting, is no longer there. So the people can go freely, to meet about their daily lives. That they are going to now go forward towards the implementations of the agreement. And this is something that we need to give a thumb up for him, because what remains in these days and the days will come will actually determine the superiority and the honesty with which the president has taken this decision to bring about this impasse. We are saying that the 10 state, 32 state issue was actually not making the agreement to move forward. So what is very important now are telling President Kiir that you have to now implement the agreement in good faith. You have to release the money so that at least the security protocols will have also to move ahead. And if that happen, and I agree with you that this agreement has to be incorporated into the transitional constitution of South Sudan so that it can have a force of a law, and a law that each and every person will respect. This is very important because time has shown us that nobody can win a war. South Sudanese are so resilient. If you wanted to quench their voices using a force, they will continue to resist. That, in and of itself, I think the likes of Salva Kiir have managed to capture it and understand. Number two, all along there are spoilers. Huh?
No, Toot, are you seeing me? Okay, continue.
All along there have been spoilers and profiteers of the war.
I can't hear you.
But you are hearing now. You hearing me now? Toot, are you hearing me now? Toot, are you hearing me?
I can't hear you, Edward.
It is your problem then. Yeah, Wasel. We come back again.
Yeah, because there are a lot of profiteers of war, and these are profiteers are the people who actually wouldn't want peace to come to South Sudan. And these are the likes of Makwe. This is the likes of Atenywe. These are the likes of Martin Elia Lumoro. So the president has taken a bold decision that we need actually to appreciate him for, because we have heard from the Indians that are coming from Juba that even yesterday he refused to meet the Young Council of Elders or the Young Council of Evils. And today yesterday, because today we are on a new day, he managed to take that decision towards, reverting the 32 states into 10 states. You see, the other issues that you have talked to, and I wanted to make a footnote on it, is the issue of the Abia administrative area and the Bibor administrative area. These issues were there before the war could even, started. What was not there was the issue of Rueng, and I agree with you. These are some of the things that the political mechanism of the country has to come and sit down and now trash it out. And I have said it before that the problem of this country is actually the political and administrative structure that has been centralized in the government in Juba, to the extent that we're not seeing services going back, to the people down in the other levels of the government. So therefore, in the coming transitional, arrangements, we have to be mindful of the fact that why did the war first started in 2013? The war started in 2013 because of certain fundamental issues having to do with the constitutionality, and the powers that the president has, the other thing, the system of the governance that is actually not very clear, and the other reforms that you have talked about, that we need actually to restructure, all in fact, we have to overhaul all the structures and the systems that are in place to be inconformable with the laws that we'll be making in the days to come. Because indeed the security laws that are there need to be restructured. Issues of freedom of speech, I agree with you, because whatever has been happening with the lives of Makwe is actually an autocratic state, an autocratic state that was built actually on certain things that really need to be there for you to listen and consume. And if these things are not there, then people have not to speak. Democratic transformation is a very important issue. See, our problem is that we need to restructure this country, because we for example, we fought the last wars, 21 years of the liberation of war, because of certain fundamental issues that all of us wanted to be first-class citizens in our country. All of us wanted to have our voices to be heard. All of us wanted to live as free citizens in our own country. All of us, we don't want marginalization. We all wanted to prosper as a nation, so that at least at the end of the day we can be able to coexist in a manner that does not actually bring hatred among ourselves. So overhaul to us to the security system is very important. So we are saying we are a watchdog. We've been talking for the last 5 years, on these issues of peace and war. Salva Kiir, you have said that you have taken a very painful decision. We wanted to tell you that in as much as decision is painful, you take another painful decision to implement this agreement. And it is the people of South Sudan who is actually going to protect your legacy, and not these kind of people in Juba who are the Gen Council of Elders. We are hearing that, and they are threatening you that they are going to make coup. We wanted to assure you, as the people of South Sudan, they will protect you. It happened in other countries. Turkey is a very good example. When coup was made to Rajab Tayyip Erdogan, it was the people who aborted this coup. So we wanted to tell you that take another painful decision towards transforming, issuing the money for the implementation of the agreement. You take another painful decision for the implementations of the security provisions of the agreement. Take another painful decision for the implementations of the agreement, including but not limited to the other chapters of the agreement. Pertinent to it is chapter 5. We talk about transitional justice, and because we are saying a lot of people have been aggrieved in this war, elements of truth and reconciliation is paramount important. Now, for us to go forward as a nation, we have to accept that all of us have sinned and fall short the glory and kingdom of South Sudan. And therefore, we need to start with reconciling. But for us to reconcile, we need to say we have agreed that we have caused problems and atrocities, and then we have to accept it and then say we are sorry. Then only it is the people who are aggrieved to come and say, Yakwana and Afu and Afia. Otherwise, if we don't do that thing, we will continue to go along this line. You have spoken about a very important thing, Edward, that I wanted to amplify. The issue of individual freedoms. In this country called South Sudan, the security apparatus and the security laws that were created has managed to curb a lot of freedoms, to the extent that individuals cannot air their voice. And the case of Taban Leong is just one of the many examples that people are to cite in South Sudan. Taban Leong has uttered an opinion over the 10 states and the 32 states, and he has exactly said some of the things that we have said, that this 32 states has managed to create division among ourselves. We have been living and coexisting happily in the 10 states, to the extent that people live in the different parts of the land without a problem. Having said that, he was fired illegally. So you are really right. That decision must be reverted. Akech has to better his pride. Because the lives of Akech thing, because Huma Iyalbet and as a JC, Council of Elders, that now they are to dance also into their tunes by restricting the freedoms of the people. This is unacceptable. These are some of the things that will never let us go ahead as a nation. And therefore, when we are talking of transitional justice, these are some of the elements of truth and reconciliation that we need to come and talk about it. The other thing is that we wanted to see to it That must really happen.
Yeah, give you 2
It's
minutes. Lanu,
yeah,
I will finish in 30 minutes the live video.
yeah.
Yes.
The most important thing that we wanted to see it to happen is the issue of bringing this war and peace to an end. And this is another area where whether they form the government of national unity with or without the other opposition forces, an opportunity is here that they are to go and discuss, including but not limited to the root causes of the problem, so that at least we can be able to holistically, come and jumpstart, solve the issues of war collectively, so that at least we can all come back, like you have said. And I agree with you. The people of South Sudan have suffered enough. In all these countries, they are not working. We're getting messages about people whose financial, situation has been overstretched, not only, in diaspora, but even within South Sudan. And because we have been hit by sickness and all this kind of stuff. So, yes, this decision is very painful, but it is worth it. And so we are trying to say to this gentleman that continue doing that, because the people of South Sudan want peace, and peace is paramount important. So the next transitional government, those spoilers, this is our advice to Salva Kiir, that these spoilers who have spoiled these issues and who are sanctioned, who are the profiteers of war, must not be in the cabinet, because these are the people actually who are agitating and continue to beat the drums of war and hatred in South Sudan. The other things, I agree with you, Brother Edward, that we are mindful and we are authors of our political prosperity. We know as South Sudanese what is good from the constitutional loopholes that is in our country to a smaller unit of an administrative system. We will all sit, we have to converge honestly around this conversation, so that the lives of Michael McQuay should not come and torment people because they think they have, they are the sons of angels and the other people are sons of devils. This is not acceptable. So the conversation along of federalism is very important. So going forward, even in this transitional period, the guy has to devolve power to the different levels of the government, because initially one of the root causes of the problem is the centralization of power in the government, in the center, because in Juba it is centered. The state, they also centered the government, they centered government within the state to the governors, and when it is the commissioner, they hold everything to their hands at the expenses of the people. And as a result, there's only problems and chaos, tribalism and nepotism, we have seen in our government. So I'd like to thank you very much for this show. This show has come at a timing that is so good. I know the guy was under duress, but sometimes you have to pressurize somebody. There's this aquapuncher thing. Yes, Salva Kiir has been pressurized. There's an aquapuncher on him, but it's not bad. At least so that he can be able to realize and feel also the pains of the people of South Sudan. Otherwise, he will also be. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Shukran.
And I leave it at here. Thank you.
Shukran.
You can take me out.
Yeah, شكرا باشمهندس. Thank you جزيلا باشمهندس دومينيك للمداخلة الجميلة. مرحبا بك أستاذ سود.
يا شكرا لك إيدن.
يا مرحبا بك ومبروك لك أنت كشعب، يعني نشوف رأيك شنو في القرار.
أنا بشكرك من الفرصة، وأنا بسلم للناس كله اللي بيشاهدوا اللايف فيديو.
نعم.
I just came because I want to share my little bit of my point of view. I welcome the decision of the president by taking us back to the state. This is a brilliant decision, and as he said, it's a painful decision he ever did. So this is the leadership. Leadership is based on decision making. I congratulated him, and I want him more further to do the extraordinary things that are not yet finished. Like security arrangement is a part of one of the pocket. It's very important. Uh, as you mentioned before, the victory is South Sudanese people that one win this battle. So I congratulate people of South Sudan for the patience. They have suffered enough. This war, as all we know, is a senseless war.
Yes.
No need for our people to die while we achieve the objective of independence. So if time come now for Salva Kiir to realize the suffering of people, he has to stick on his decision. I know there will be a people that are not happy.
Yes.
Maybe some people now, as admitted, they are in hospital. They don't like the decision that he took. And I congratulated him because, what happened in 2015 when he refused to sign peace in Addis Ababa, he signed it in Juba. It was because there was a pressure, and this pressure that happened around time now. So you guys, you have done a magnificent work. You, Edward, and Teresa, and also Jonkor, and Sebit.
Yeah, Sebit, yes.
So you have done a lot. So being on live video every time is not a simple thing. You have got challenges. People also have persecuted you because they thought you have your own objective, but your whole aim is for South Sudan to live in peace. And now, President have taken that decision. So my point that I came for, all things that you have lighted before, incorporated of the this agreement into the constitution is one factor. It has to be incorporated. Also, security arrangement has to be implemented. And as the time is approaching, 22nd is very, very near. So I like government to be formed, inclusive government, including all the opposition that are in Rome. They should be a part of the government. But I want to make this point. I don't trust this current security sectors who are now in Juba. I don't trust them. I don't trust the army.
Yes.
While we are doing this process of training unified army, I prepare for President Salva Kiir also because he's not safe even. There should be a people that also will make coup against him because the decision he took is not a simple decision. I will recommend Salva Kiir also to go further to provide a protecting force from UNIMIS or from UN that can protect all the dignitaries, all the ministers, while we are in process of doing a security arrangement. Because I don't think within this short time, the security arrangement will be done and the force will be formed to protect the ministers or dignitary people. So while the ministers, the new government, it formed inclusive government, Salva also should bring closer because as I said, it's not safe even himself. By this time, people can rebel against his decision. So we should bring protecting force from UN that can protect the all ministers while the training is going on till that trust has built between army. Because like you said before, what happened in 2016 can happen because even soldiers are not trusting themselves. So unless the trainers train soldier being taught that they are for the country, not loyal to anyone, so that they can have that mentality and they can protect and they can see people as their own people, not loyal to the leaders. So this is my belief because I don't trust all this army and all this soldier. While government is formed, I like government to be protected by the foreign troop, not South Sudanese troop. This is my suggestion. I should suggest to Salva Kiir, even you are not safe while you are forming the government, inclusive government, including everyone. Bring protection force that will protect the government from outside, like from UNIMIS. And then You people will work, the ministers will work to incorporate the agreement into the constitution as well. Soldiers will be trained, and then after that, after graduation, and then they will get rid of the whole foreign troops. So this is what I can suggest, because I see there is many things to be done.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, brother. Too.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, shukran jaziran, brother Tut. Thank you for coming and giving contribution. قبل ما أنا نختم الشو أنا داير نذكر الناس. I want to remind the viewers of Voice of People إنه القرار بتاع التاني ستيت اللي نحن كنا بنتكلم عنه خلال ال3 سنة هسه لحد ما وصلنا يوم الليلة الرئيس أخذ فيه قرار. Decision is for the benefit of the people of South Sudan. القرار ده أتخدم كل الشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. القرار سوف ترجع الوحدة اللي فقدت أو الوحدة المفقودة بيناتنا كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان وبين المواطنين بتاع جنوب السودان. القرار برجع التاني ستيت، برجع الإحساس الفيلينج الإحساس بالعيش المشترك بيناتنا كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. قرار بتاع تاني ستيت برجع الروح بتاعت الناشوناليزم او بناء بتاعت القوميه في نفوسنا هنا كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. وعلى هذا الاساس كنا بنتكلم انه we need to go back to تاني ستيت. فيلمون
إدوارد
يا
زي حالك؟ كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله. ان شاء الله انت كويس.
أنا كويس الحمد لله.
يا تفضل. Let's hear from you.
فشكرا من أجل هذا الفرصة. فأنا بنتكلم بإنجليزي عشان يزول يسمع. I would like to thank all of the viewers and also recognize people that has spoken before me. Today is an historical day for all of us South Sudanese, those who are yearning for change in the country. And let me make it very clear to all the audience that are watching your show today. This is not a win for opposition or people that are struggling for country to go back to 10 states. This is a win for all of us South Sudanese so that we can go back to our unity again. And that is, what I want to make it clear to everybody here. We shouldn't be celebrating and putting down our brothers who have been, advocating for 32 states. But today we have to have a unified voice that we can go back to 10 states and find a way that we can build our country again. Before we go to the next level, this is the positive decision that ever made by President Kiir. And now we look, all the opposition are the one who pressing it now, because we've been looking for this decision for a long time. We've been asking him that 32 states are not going to help us. It destroy our social fabric. But now, what is the way forward? The way forward is we have to look at the security status, because security is one of the bigger challenges that the country is facing. And now we are looking how we're gonna unify the forces.
Yes.
And I think nobody is opposing this. Even when they feel that the country is going back to 10 states, the whole, look at the mood in the hall that he declared. Everybody was happy because that was the demand of the people, that we need to go back to 10 states. But one thing President Kiir done well, because he understood the difference between people that love him and the people that want to mislead him. Okay, all of us, those who are advocating for change in the country, we love him because we know he was a liberator. Okay, and he's the only person that supposed to make things right, because many people died for the country that he's supervising now. And now when we, fighting each others, we betray the people that pay the price for us to have the country called South Sudan. But now he listened to the voice of the reasons, and he returned the country back to 10 states. So that is the right decision that he made. So now, like you mentioned before, we have to look at the areas where we need to mold our, social fabric again, and bring it, because there is now a lot of, tension within the tribes, and it takes good leaders to make sure that we need to forget about the past and learn from the mistakes that we done before, and make sure things has to go right from here onward. So we are looking about the security status. We are looking by incorporating all the agreement in the constitution, and then from there we can build a nation. And don't forget that some people mention about federalism. Yes, the issue of federalism is not absent there. The issue of federalism is there. That is why we are saying that let's go back to 10 states. Start generating the system from the 10 states. Then we can use the proper procedures to make sure that if we want to increase the states, let's use the constitution. And I'm sure he mentioned that in his speech, because it is the constitution that will determine whether people will demand for the more states or they will stay with the limited states. And that is what we are looking to do on the next coming days or coming months or coming years. Because from now onward, there will be a new South Sudan. We're going back, and this new South Sudan, we need to make sure that, let's move together as South Sudanese, okay, as we're implementing this peace agreement. I know that when you look at the mood of Salva Kiir, when he declared this, he is really understood very well, even the language he used. He said that I fought this country not to take, country back to war in this way,
Yeah.
which means he realized that the way he's leading the country was completely wrong. And I'm not judging him, because those who are around him, they are the one who misled Salva Kiir. They are the one who are, destroying his legacy. But now he's reinventing a new, new legacy that will register in his historical decision that he made as a president. And that is what he did today. So we want him to continue doing this in order for us to start, preaching the ideas of unity, bringing our people together, and making sure that, we have to put our country as a number one priority. And the second thing, also, when I listened to his video, he mentioned very important thing, that there's some people from outside the countries, they're using South Sudan as a way to enrich themselves. Okay? And he was right. Because when you are in war, the wrong elements from the region, they will come in. Like, for instance, Uganda. He's paying Uganda. Why he's paying Uganda and not paying his military? Okay? Because of war. The war will not give you a right, options. And now so many jobs has been created. But now if we put the country forward, like he mentioned on the meeting, that's where we can stop the wrong people and then build our nation again. So I really, want him to continue in that way. Secondly, I want to mention about, the ideas of administrative areas that he mentioned, Bibor and Ruweng. The good thing, in my own opinions, it is not a bad thing. Okay, he made it politically because he want to show Ayo that he's, a man of peace. Political, I understand in this way. He said that I'm a man of peace. That's why instead of 23 states, I made it, 10. Let's go back 10 states. Then I have, some of the administrative area like Ruweng and Bivor is here. And now we listen whether Ayo is going to accept or not, So to me, I see it is a good move. Ayo is going to accept that because he never said that it is administrative. Yeah, he never said it is a state.
Yeah.
So he's completely mentioned as administrative. And in English word administrative, which means there is still we can go back and talk about it.
Yes.
And address the concerns of those people Then if they can be convinced to come back as a part of unity state or jungle state. So I think it is easy for us to move on with this 10 states plus 3 administrative, and then it need leadership here. Two, bigger positions, oppositions, they have to come up after the national unity government will be formed. There has to be a commission to investigate why Ruweng and Bivor become administrative areas. Then we can come up with a solution. We may hear from them, and then from there we can go. The issue of marginalization is not it's not a joke. Marginalization is everywhere, even as we speak in Central Upper Nile, and also in our state, which is Melakal now. So we have a lot of issues there, right? And that issues need a good leadership that listen from the people, bringing all our chips together, and then they have to come up with the solution that we need to move our state forward. And that is the next level that the leadership is going to do. Let's put our differences aside. So if he done this, then all of us opposition, we need to pick from where he started and then start preaching unity of our country. Because a country cannot be built by wrong ideas. A country will be established by the right ideas, whereby we can establish all the infrastructures that we need. And that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm thinking should happen if all of us will come together. And that is, the vision. I think it is very important. But for those who are saying that we win, IO win, or opposition win, I think they have to stop that. Because this is not a win. It is a win for all South Sudanese. So that we can go back to our states. Let's check why we went wrong. Okay, why we went wrong, why we didn't develop 10 states. And from there, we can understand there is wrong elements within us. In every society, there are wrong people. But if we put the system in place, constitution, laws in order, then these kind of bad people will be eliminated by law, not by gun and machine. Okay, so I think these are the things that we're looking to put forward on the future, and I hope soon all of us will go home and build our nation.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You have a good evening, brother. Thank you. Yeah, thank you as well. Thank you, Philemon, for coming, and thank you for the contribution. Charles, مرحبا. أنا بقولي زمن بسيط. I need to stop the live ساعة 9 بالضبط كده. بقولي like 10 minutes. So let me give you some minutes. تفضل.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Anyway, I don't see you. I am only on the screening, but I was seeing the Solomon.
Okay, I'm seeing you actually.
That's fine anyway. Yeah, brother Edward, first of all, let me say hi to your viewers, your attendants, and the rest of the people who are listening. Also to the speakers, everybody has a good contribution about this, brother Edward, and I said before and will say it again. First of all, you guys in the social medias, especially the leaders like you, the voice of the people, concerning citizen, the diversity, and the wisdom. You guys did a well job. You did a good job. Yeah, to the community. I think you guys, you never stop. You have been speaking up everything and every day. And I think now it's time for you people realize what they have been saying. So your message always hit everywhere. President, I think, are listening. Politicians are listening. So there's anybody who contribute here. We are not wasting time. And we can say, Nugul Mabrule Shah. Also, we are not celebrating, but we also encourage the president. This is a very good step. We are not against anybody. Yes. Anybody want to bring peace to the citizens, we stand with him. So president took very hard decision, brother. This one can cost him even his life. But at the end, this is what the leadership means. Because when things get tough and things come to the end, it's only one idea and one man decision. So decision president took today to announce this, to put everything back to the original. And I say this is one of the good Valentine's Day President Kiir give it to the people of the South Sudan. So today, this Valentine's Day, people will remember it for their life. Will remember this, and also encourage him to allow other committee, to let this peace to be expanded to reach the other side. We want this peace to continue to go to accept whatever people in the room will be laid out on the table. We also want the peace to go around the country. If there's other people who have also want to have peace, so this time we say let this peace ring everywhere to allow people to come back and allow people to sit down and discuss. So I know there's a lot of things on the way. This is the beginning, but soon he put this one into constitutional to allow people, all the committees, to work freely. Whatever he put there at the side of the administrative. The language itself can tell us what does it mean when you say administrative. The rubber basit, you can say just like a mayor. But it will depend on the state people. The people of the state, they have to evaluate why their brothers, they have their own special care. They need to know this. So later on, they might come back to the state. So we still encourage President. This road is started very smooth, and let it go smooth all the way until people will celebrate the real peace. So the time for all the citizenship to come out and celebrate the peace when everything is put on the right. We have a right constitutional. We have parties are been registered and been allowed to contest freely. We have what type of the government we're going to have, because right now it will be part of the government, a part of the people. People will choose what type of the government we want in our country. So those provisions will be put in the ballots and people will vote for it. We will pick whatever we want, what type of the federalism we want in our nation. Because federalism, a lot of people, they don't even understood it. Some people take it in a different angle. But later on, when people come and explain it, what this federal mean to the people will know exactly, and then people will choose their own right government. Let us encourage this step. It's a very good move step. One thing he did, President Kiir, he avoided the JC. Lahada Soma Gabel Nazvita JC. He avoided them for 2 days. So he never have a meeting with anybody, any member of the JC Council. JEC Council. This is very good. Also, he avoid the critical people, people who sabotage the peace. President Kiir avoid them. So we are getting news everywhere. I'm sure are working very good there in J1. So we are getting this. So this is a very good step, brother. And I know people see something easy, but it can cost even his life. We never know what's going to happen on the way there. But we pray for him that if he came back with the heart, with that kind of heart, and if he keep it good, that, hey, I fought for this country for 38 years, but I don't want to die, to leave my people like what happened in Siad Barre in Somalia. When Siad Barre left Somalia in 1991, it took almost 30 years for Somalia to come back. But if the Kiir realize, say, hey, I contribute my blood for this, I don't want my people to go in this kind of life, let them fix it. Why not? We accept it, So we're looking for transitional, smooth discussion. So we hope Kiir will extend his hand to the wrong people and also bring them back, because these are their brothers. They fought with him, they contributed in the country. So we're looking good step ahead. And this is my contribution to you, Brother Edward. May God bless you and continue doing your work, brother. Soon later, we will go to the parties. I the Kunindena, Azap. My Kunindena Tani Dinka, the way people are doing it. I couldn't feel Azap. I may be in the part of the other party, leading by a Equatorian guy or leading by a Shukawi guy or leading by, this is what we are looking for. Let us hope for this kind of move. So this is my just short contribution to you. And our citizens need to be patient. I know a lot of people take it very bad. These 32 states, our citizens, especially our Dinkas, it doesn't helping us at all. If any Dinka say this 32 is helping, you are in the wrong side. That 32 is really horrible. He break our family down. He break the community away from each other. So it doesn't help completely. Nothing we are getting to it. So it is best for us to go back. I love to live with my Nuer. I love to live with the Nuer people. I love to live with the Murle people as a person of the Jungle State. There's nothing danger there I can see. I can go to a Nuer area. If I have business to do, this is what we're looking for. The same thing to the other side of Malakal and so on. So it is a good move for the president to do this, Brother Edward. So it is for me here, I'm just coming here to encourage him and to stick on that. Also, I hear that he sent a letter to Minister of Information, Makwene and Tanya to seal their mouths. Nobody is allowed in social media or television to come and talk about all states. So those guys that have been sealed off right now, until a further notice. This is what we're getting there in our mature areas in J1. And this is the reality. So they can stay inside their home, drink your whiskey, take care of your life. It's okay with the president. But don't come on TV right now. Things are tight. Security being tight, brother. So J1 amateur is working very good. So we are getting all this information now.
Yeah. Thank you, Charles. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. God bless you. Take me off. Thank you.
Charles.
Yeah.
Shukran Jazeera, Charles. Shukran for updating the people of South Sudan. Let me give you thanks, those that watch the live video. طبعا Charles اداكم the bad news from South Sudan. So انتوا كلكم انتوا سميتوا الكلام بتاعه اللي قالوا هسه ل step which has been taken by the President Kiir. So actually we need a peace. علينا دايرين سلام في جنوب السودان. زي ما أنا قلت قبل, enough is enough. Let us give chance to the peace. Let's work for it. خلونا نشتغل من أجل السلام. وانا ما شفتم اللايف فيديو ده اقول للشعب بتاع جنوب السودان انه مبروك لكم, مبروك للناس الصبر, مبروك للصبر بتاعكم, مبروك للناس اللي قاعدين في مخيمات, مبروك للناس اللي قاعدين لاجئين في الدول, مبروك للناس المشردين المالي ما قاعدين في مدارس, مبروك لكم انتوا الناس اللي قاعدين في خارج, الناس اللي قاعدين برا, اللي قاعدين في امريكا, قاعدين في اوروبا, قاعدين في كندا, قاعدين في استراليا. الناس they are working 24/7 because they have bill back home they need to pay it. في ناس هي in أمريكا في الدول بتاع أوروبا وكذلك كندا شغالين 24/7 عشان عندهم bill they need to pay it in Uganda, in Kenya, in Sudan, in Ethiopia, مصر كذلك. So ده حاجة ما سهل. So we need to appreciate that. نشكركم للصبر بتاعتكم, وكذلك العشر ولايات كل زول يرجع للمحل بتاعه. أي زول بترجع محلك, go do whatever you want to do. And let us also نحن نحاول نشتغل نرجع النسيج الاجتماعي بيناتنا كجنوبين. برضو نحن أنا بكرر للناس إنه ما في زول منتصر فيما بيناتنا, ما في زول ينتصر على زول الثاني. All of us are South Sudanese, people of South Sudan, they win. كلكم انتوا ياو انتصرتوا, ما في زول انتصر على زول. عشان كمان this one need to be clear, ما عشان يقول لنا انتصرنا ديل ما انتصر, لا, ده قضية بتاعت شعب, ده قضية بتاعت حياة بتاعت ناس. This issue is related مع الوضع وposition بتاعت كل الدولة. So what we want, people go back, ناس ترجع في ولاياتها زي ما كنا زمان, وكل زول يكون قاعد في محله, ما يعني نرجع نتعايش كقبائل من دون مشاكل بيننا زي ما كنا بدري. ده آخر حاجة أنا داير أقول عليكم. ويعني الناس زي ما الناس بتكتب, الناس دايرين الولايات دي طبعا هي ما كان موجودة, الولايات دي جات بقرار ما شاوروا فوق أي زول. And now president take the country back to the 10 states. ولايات العاشرة 32 قسمت جنوبين. And this is the reality. And that is truth also. ونحن ما دايرين الناس بلد دي تشتت لقبائل, دايرين الجنوب ده كلنا نرجع نخلق نسيج اجتماعي في بيناتنا. لو مثلا اللي قدام في ضروره للمشاكل محتاج لمخاطبتها في الولايات بتاعت السلطه, وده المشاكل دي بيتم معالجتها عن طريق بتاعت النقاشات. الناس دي بتناقش ودايرين قياده. المشاكل دي كلها بسيطه. اذا وجدنا قياده حقيقيه, مثلا هسه هنا عندنا مشكله في الرمبيك. الرمبيك الان مثلا او مثلا الثاني دي شنو, رومبيك والليج ستيت وناس جوك, المناطق دي فيها مشاكل. مشكله وين؟ مشكلتنا اننا محتاجين للقياده السياسيه, اننا محتاجين للقياده الرشيده عندها رؤيه, it has a vision. قياده عنده رؤيه انه كيف يحل مشاكل بتاعت ناس, كيف يخاطب مشاكل بتاعت ناس, كيف يقدم معالجات. المشاكل دي لم يتم معالجتها وزين 32. نغسر الولايات عشان الصرف الحكومي على الولايات الكثيره. يعني تخيل ال 32 عربيه جابوا قبل كم يوم, ال 32 العربيه اللي جابهم للوزراء بتاعت الولاة بتاع الولايات 32 ولايه. هسه كل زول هيشيل عربيته يمشي به كويس. ال 32 العربيه ب 3.5 مليون دولار. القروش دي مثلا لو هنا ودانا خطه انه في 10 ستيت كل ولايه نبني فوقه مستشفى كبيره، مستشفى حكوميه بكل المواصفات with all the technical or with all the technological requirement within any في 10 state. يعني the first step we put it in يا جماعه نخلص اول حاجه العدد بتاع الوزراء، نخلص العدد بتاع الوزراء. يعني مثلا ولايه ما يقول ولايه محتاج ل more than 7، we don't need more than 7 ministers. نخلص الناس دي ل less than 7، ممكن يكونوا 7 ministers in state. ال7 ديل الميزانيه بتاعهم على بعضهم على الاقل it can be better than we have حاجه زي مثلا 10 ministers or 14. الميزانيتهم زادوا في حد ذات التخليف بتكلف وبينهك الدوله بينهك الاقتصاد بتاع الدوله. اللي هنا الناس اللي كنا بنقول الناس ترجع للستيت let us develop first الثيرد ستيت ديل. اما القضيه بتاعت انه في مشكله بتاعت يا جماعه، في مشكله بتاعت مشكله بتاعت الشغل، والرئيس يمنشن ذات في خطاب بتاعه انه في ناس بكون دايرين شويه كده نو يعني هنا دايرين نشجع اذا حصل استقرار وحصل سلام في جنوب السودان بنشجع المستثمرين within 10 ستيت. نشجع انه مثلا هنا بنختار مثلا لو في 5 مستثمرين 5 او 10 مستثمرين، قدرنا نلقى 10 مستثمرين كبار في الجنوب. هنا المستثمرين ديل ممكن نوزع الشركات الكبيره، اول شركات بتدخل جنوب السودان ممكن نوزع هذه الشركات وفقا لل10 ستيت، على الاساس اننا محتاجين الشركات دي لازم العمال الموجودين في كل ولايه يشتغلوا في شركات، يشتغلوا في الشركه ده بيكون برضه قدرنا نجد فرص بتاع عمل للناس. النقطه الثانيه برضه ناس تشجع الاعمال الحره او المشاريع الصغيره، المنتجين الصغار المنتجين. كل زول انت عندك فهم بتاع البيزنس يشوفوا طريقه بتاعت الجهه اللي هي ممكن تدعم. يعني مثلا في تجربه زي كان في السودان، لكن تجربه السودان انا بتذكر زمان ناس المؤتمر الوطني المشاريع بتاع صغار المنتجين هي كان مربوطه بالاتحاد العام للطلاب السودانيين، والاتحاد العام او للشباب الوطني السوداني كانت جهه مثلا هي كانت جهه سياسيه. فالمشاريع دي ما قاعد كانت تمشي للناس والا بتمشي للناس المستفيدين او لكوادرهم هم. يعني مثلا هسه زي حزب بتاع الحركه الشعبيه، لو انت جبت المشروع بتاع صغار المنتجين وعشان تدعم به المشروع بتاع الشباب العطاله مثلا، انه كل زول يجيب مشروع داير تعمل شنو، نديه قروش وبعد كده رجع القروش ده كسلفيه انت ممكن تديها، لكن عشان يقدر نضمن انه القروش دي هتمشي لكل الناس في ولايات محتاج انه يكون في جهه نزيهه اللي هي بتوصل القروش ده من دون فساد. لانه قضيتنا خلال بعد من الانفصال البلد دي غرقت في الانفساد، الناس دي غرقانين ليه هنا في فساد كده، ده كلهم مفسدين. والمشروع بتاع انه هنا نهارب الفساد هتكون واحده من الهروبات المقبله في الجنوب في المرحله المقبله، لانه الناس اللي يتعودوا ينهبوا. كل الناس قاعدين في الشركات دي، كان في شركات خاصه، كان مدرة، كان شنو، الناس دول كلهم غرقانين في الفساد كويس، غرقانين في الفساد. ودي زاد حتى شركات البترول اللي عنده شهادات والما عنده شهادات، واللي عنده كفاءات والما عنده كفاءات، دول كلهم هسه الجماعه دول كلهم موجودين ومفسدين وقاعدين في داخل المؤسسات. هنا ذاتنا نواجه ازمه بتاعت الاصلاح. يعني مثلا انا داير اديكم نموذج، مطار جوبا ده كان نموذج، وانا جاي نركز على حاجات ده في ايام الجاي، لانه اوريدي داير مشروع بتاع الاصلاح عشان بلد يستقر. لو مسكت مشروع بتاع مطار جوبا وامسك المشاريع القاعده دي كلها في المطار بتلقاها فيها فساد، حتى بتدوها مثلا الفرص دي بدوها للناس ما عندها قدرات ولا عندها رؤيه بتاعت انها كيف تستثمر. اننا الشباب خريجين قاعدين تحت الشجر في كل مدن بتاع جنوب السودان، if they get chance لهم لقوا الفرص بتاعت العمل، الناس دي they can do better. So let us خلونا let us focus في reduce، لانه we need a development of the country. 10 state it can be the first step for all of us to start the process بتاع taking the town to the village. It will start from where? It will start actually, you need to minimize the number of states, whereby to create a budget للstate ديل. So هنا محتاجين إنه في الجنوب في المرحلة المقبلة نركز. أنا ما شختم. I need to remind you one thing. Those are watching this live video. In Africa, the African they understood and understand the politics in wrong way. People think like politics is a dirty game. Asa الحكومة الجاية دي أنا for me Edward I believe the coming government لو نازل مشت وحكومة مشت قدام وتم تكوين الحكومة تم تجاوز اجتياز قضية بتاعت الترتيبات الأمنية ونظمت ماشينها وتحول ديمقراطي. أنا هنا نواجه مشكلة خلال الفترة الانتقالية. المشكلة يكون وين؟ أول حاجة أنا واجه مشكلة إنه عندنا برلمان كبير جدا، أكبر برلمان في أفريقيا فيه 550 عضو. أكبر برلمان the largest parliament in Africa is even in the world. حتى الأمريكا هنا السنت والديل they will not reach to the level بتاع جنوب السودان. أكبر برلمان فيه 550 عضو. يعني ديل ال 550 عضو ديل أول حاجة مجرد ما يتم تعيين البرلمان ده محتاجين للتحسين بتاع الوضع. في قروش كده بتاع بدولو ما أعرف اسمه قروش شنو كده I don't know the name exactly النام اللي بسموه. لكن this is one of the challenges. تواجه مواطنين بتاع شعب جنوب السودان إنه the people of South Sudan it will not be easy for them to get service soon or sooner. ليه؟ لأنه الميزانية دي أول حاجة ده 500 عضو. ال 500 برلمان ده محتاجين لعربات. يعني أنت لازم يدون قروش بتاع يشتروا عربات ويشتروا ملابس. كويس؟ ده دايرين كم؟ واحد. الحاجة الثانية عندنا عشان أسا برلمان ده زارو ما عندنا مبنى الآن ممكن يشير البرلمان ده عشان يكون غاء بتاعت المحاضرات أو غاء بتاعت الجلسات. البرلمان الموجود الآن صمم على عدد معقول جدا. This is one of the challenges is going to face the coming government or the national unity government because ال 500 وكم ده بخطوم وين؟ ده اللي يعمل لهم خيمة في نياكورين ولا يمشي فريدوم هول يحولوا الجلسات بتاع البرلمان في غاء بتاع فريدوم هول because we have the largest or the biggest parliament in the world or in the region. So لو نينا مثلا قلنا إنه حكومة جنوب السودان مثلا الرئيس كير أيبني برلمان ده في كم شهور عشان يبني برلمان جديد ممكن يشيل. And for how long and why we need this? This is one of the mistakes. That while the Rome people, the Soma, they are saying there is some mistake in this agreement. They need to be fixed in this agreement. One of them is the larger parliament. ده لا يكونوا قاعدين في رقبة شعب جنوب السودان قاعدين في ظهركم من اللي 3 سنة. يعني برلمان بيجيبوا ال 500 ده some of them they don't care. يمشوا يلقوا قروش ياكلوا قروش ما فاضين بالمواطن ما جاوا بغرار. 3 سنة تستمر المعاناة بتاع المواطن في برلمان كبير جدا. بعدين نصهم كلهم يكونوا عطالة، نصهم كلهم فاضي الشغلة. يا ودي القاعدين البرلمان ده من 2010 بياكلوا في قروش لا بجدوا ولا بيجيبوا لا اجازوا قانون ولا عملوا كده للشعب جنوب السودان. This is one of the challenges. The last challenges I want to talk about it is قضية بتاعت النواب بتاعت الرئيس. يعني هسه أتلقى إنه for the first time in the world one of the bad example agreement in the world and even in the region حتى one of the largest war الهو قضية بتاعت حرب بين الشمال والجنوب. We did not reach to the 3 or 5 vice president. For the first time in the region or in the Africa or in the world record, for the first time. And please go back and make a research. Go back, make a research on the country. If we have the country in the world, one day they form a government whereby the president he has 5 vice presidents. This one also will be one of the challenges and one of the problems because الناس دي عندهم ميزانيات عندهم إراسة بتاعتهم كل زول بيكون ماشي له كم نفر كده وراهم من الإراسة ما أعرف داير لهم 3 ولا 4 عربات محتاج لهم للبيت محتاجين لمصيبة زمان ده يكون قاعد في رقبة شعب جنوب السودان لمدة بتاعت 3 سنة مقبلة لقدام. الله يعلم أن هنا apart from all this now we facing us and نواجه مشكلة بتاعت accommodation بتاعت government. In addition to that الحكومات بتاعت الولايات في مشكله بتاعت نازئين. اننا نازئين في داخل المخيمات دايرين ريسيتلمنت في مخيم بتاعت ملكال. الناس بيوتهم كلهم حرقوهم، الحرب حرق ما عندهم اي حاجه. انت لازم تديهم قروش عشان يعمل ريسيتلمنت ريسيتل الناس دي تاني. in addition to that عندك برضه ناس في مخيمات في واو، ناس في مخيمات في جوبا، ناس في مخيمات في بور، في مخيمات في بانتيو، في يي، في توريد، في المناطق دي. دي حاجات أنا هنبدا نناقشها خلال الايام الجايه، نخط الحاجات دي قدام الناس انه this is the challenges is going to face us. So كجنوبين instead we focus among ourselves and fighting ده قبيله فلان وده قبيله فلان وانت كده. We need to get out of this and start thinking how people are going to build the state. الناس بتاعت ملكال السبع قبائل they need to sit down again and actually there is no problem because انه ده كله politics. I'm sure انه there will not be any problem انه how people come together because we know ourselves. إذا مشكلة بتاعت السلطة معروفة، السياسات السلطة بتاعت الحركة الشعبية ده بوزعوه كيف معروف. but we will be ready preparing ourselves for the election. إنه ناس أي زول داير يجي في الانتخابات أنت لازم تجهز نفسك في المرحلة المقبلة. قضايا بتاعت التحول الديمقراطي، قضية بتاعت الدستور، قضية بتاعت الترتيبات الأمنية، قضية بتاعت إعادة توزيع القوات، قضية بتاعت إخلاء المدن الرئيسية من القوات النظامية. لازم يتم هذه القضايا هنا في يتم حل هذه القضايا من أجل تحقيق استقرار وسلام شامل في جنوب السودان ولا طريقة للعودة للحرب. خلونا please let's give ourselves chance، ندي في نفسنا فرصة كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان و let us forgive ourselves. we need to forgive ourselves كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان ونركز إنه كفاية البلد يتدمر. كيف نبني البلد، كيف نبني جنوب السودان. حلينا قضية واحدة، هنالك كمية من القضايا سوف تركز عليها المنبر خلال الأيام المقبلة في جنوب السودان. الناس اللي قاعد تتكلم العاملين دعاية بتاعت إنه في ناس قضاياهم بتاعت قبائلهم ده ما في أي كلام. أننا ما ننفصل عن قبائلنا ولا الناس اللي بيفتكروا ده ما هم ذاتهم. انت ذاتك انت قاعد تتكلم عن القوميه، بتعرف معنى القوميه شنو؟ انت قاعد تمارس القبليه كويس. It's good we are talking what going on and issue beside the country. For let us كجنوبين step back وخلونا نشتغل انه كيف ناس يجي. القضيه بتاعت نقعد مع بعض ما نقعد is not a big issue. نحن الجنوبيين كنا قاعدين قبل كده ونحن نقعد مع بعض. القضيه بتاعت الناس دايرين سلطه ده سياسه. الحزب الحاكم في المنطقه المعنيه ده قضيه بتاعه nothing to do with strike. في ملكال الان لو ولايات العشره حسب الاتفاقيه لو على النيل بقى اللي عايو حكومه عنده نسبه، الاحزاب الاخرى عندهم نسبه بيشاركوا في الحكومه. ده ما عنده علاقه بقبيله فلان وقبيله فلان، ده شغل سياسي. So we need to take the country back to the right direction. شكرا لكم، ربنا يبارك فيكم، ربنا يبارك في جنوب السودان. God bless South Sudan. مبروك للشعب بتاع جنوب السودان، مبروك للناس الموجودين في مخيمات، مبروك للناس الموجودين في اللاجئين في كل الدول، مبروك للجنوبين those are working 24/7 قاعدين في أمريكا، في كندا، في أستراليا، في يوروب and fighting for the country إنه نحن نرجع ورا ونكون بلد اللي نحن كلنا كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان كل زول يلقى حقه وكل زول يحس إنه في وطن بتاعه. شكرا لكم. Until we try, we meet next week, but we actually welcome the decision that going back to 10 state. Let us work, support this and work for it. And باقي الحاجات الثانية ده will be solved within البلد. So ربنا يديكم العافية. And you have a good night. شكرا للناس اللي داخلوا، شكرا للمشاهدين، وأنا هنا هنركز في المرحلة المقبلة. شكرا للناس أي زول الداخل الليلة، شكرا لك، شكرا للناس اللي كان بيكتبوا تحت. God bless South Sudan. Let us forgive ourselves as a people of South Sudan and let us work from today for our unity كشعب بتاع جنوب السودان. We'll make sure إنه ما في زول يحس إنه هو اتظلم. الظلم يا جماعة ما سهل، الظلم ده صعب، الظلم مر لما تتظلم، أخوك يظلمك صعب. So نحن القضايا دي كلها يتم معالجتها. لو في مشاكل موجود بيننا كمواطنين بنناقشها. We'll bring them up and we discuss them and find a solution. Instead ناس تفكر ترجع الحرب. الأغلبية بتاعت الحرب لازم ناس تغيرها في المستقبل. let us support the decision زي ما قال قبل شارلز والناس اللي اتكلموا. القرار قرار صحيح رغم متاخر لكن صحيح. we welcome the decision going back to 10 states. Let us work to maintain or to rebuild our social fabric again as a people of South Sudan. God bless you, those are watching this live video. God bless South Sudan. Let us work للأقل نحاول ننقص to rebuild الفضل ونبني مستقبل للعيال بتاعنا الجايين. ما دايرينهم في مستقبل يكونوا لاجئين يتشردوا زي ما عدد كبير من الناس تتشرد. We need those coming generation, they will have a home whereby حتى الناس الهاجروا انت ممكن ترجع بلد بتاعك للريتايمنت، تقعد في بلدك، تقعد جنب شجره، تمشي تعمل بيزنس بتاعك. you will be free وسط اهلك، ما بيخطوك في home whatever people have in the West. We have a beautiful country, but let us work together for it. We need to forgive ourselves in order for us to move forward. شكرا لكم.
منبر صوت الشعب، الرأي والرأي الآخر، شعب واحد ووطن واحد. الحرية في عدالة ومساواة.